Good morning. Once again, welcome back to Simple Cooking with Eric. On today, I'm going to show you how to make a homemade blueberry cobbler. Homemade blueberry cobbler. Two people, I was telling a friend of mine, I was telling the co-pastor of the church yesterday that a friend of mine wanted me to make him a blueberry cobbler, and I said I'm gonna go to the store and get the ingredients and make him this cobbler. And she kind of went off for me. I've been asking you for the past 10 years to make me a blueberry cobbler, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to make them a blueberry cobbler from scratch. I told you a while back about how to use that. The store sell a crust that's already made, it's already rolled out in a box. The Pillsbury have a brand there. Just about every grocery store have Centrella, Great Value. Everybody have their own brand. Any of the brands would do. Any of the brands would do. Pillsbury brand is just the most expensive, but I have used them all. And this is the once again, this is called Simple Cooking with Eric. And my goal is to show home viewers and anyone else how to cook simply, deliciously dishes. I think I'm saying that right. How to cook simple. So what I'm going to use for the blueberry cobbler is a box already made pie crust. And I think is it upside down. Well, it don't matter, but it's already and it tells you on the back how to unroll it, cut it, but I use this for peach cobbler. I'm trying to make them quick and in a hurry. You get the same result. I use it really just for peach cobbler. So this is going to be my first time using it for a blueberry cobbler. But I just wanted to let you all know. So let's get started. And I want to try to hurry up and get through a couple of videos I want to put out today before my granddaughter wakes up. My granddaughter every morning at around 3 a.m. to 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. She comes downstairs and gets in the bed. Every morning wakes me up, come downstairs whining to get in the bed. And she gets in my bed and goes to sleep. So she's in my room now, asleep. And I have my great niece, Hallie, over here also. So them two together, and she came down and got in my bed. Thank God I was getting up to come and start filming. So both of them are in my room. My room is like not far from the kitchen. So they in there, and I don't want them to wake up. Because if they wake up, it's a wrap. I couldn't get anything done on yesterday because they was here off the chain. So what you're going to need for the cobbler, I'm going to turn the camera. I'm going to work the camera myself from the front. So what are the ingredients I have? Granulated sugar. You'll need sugar. I got the flour that I made the cake flour on. I'm going to use that cup of cake flour. But regular flour. Blueberries. I'm going to use a pint per cobbler of blueberries. The already made pie crust. Cake spice, and it's cake spice. All cake spice is a mixture of nutmeg, allspice, cinnamon, and ginger. And I get this from Save-A-Lot. Save-A-Lot. I don't know if they're in your area, but I definitely in the Chicago, Indiana area. And it's called cake spice. It's just a mixture of all the different spices. And like I said, a mixture of ginger, coriander, allspice, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Lemon juice, vanilla, and today I'm going to use butter and margarine, half and half, and my butter flavor. So now, let's get started. So what I'm going to do is just take my pan here hope you all can see me. I'm gonna move some of this stuff out the way. So I have a pint of the blueberries washed, already rinsed and washed. I'm gonna put those in my pan. I'm gonna move some of this stuff out the way so you all can see. Because you all said, what kind of... So you all can see what I'm doing. So, and then I'm going to, the thing about using flour and sugar and milk, what I'm going to do, and it's not you know what, hold on, I'm going to also add this other pint of blueberry. That's why it's called simple cooking. And then you know what? A lot of times you'll start out doing something one way and you'll find a different way to do it. Hold on with me. So how I'm going to make, since 2 people asked for it, I'm going to make it in these pie pans because I only have 2 pints of blueberries, and so I'm going to make them in these pie pans instead of this pan. So what I'm going to do, let me rinse them. I'm going to try not to make this too long, John. I'm going to add a pint in this pie pan. There we go. And a pint in this one. As you all can see, I'm going to move this. And then what I'm going to do, I don't even need this. This is a cup of flour, that flour I made in the other video. I'm going to add 2 cups of sugar. That was a half a cup, so I need 4 of these. 2 cups of sugar to 1 cup of flour. And I'm going to whisk those. And what I have here is a tablespoon of the cake spice. And I remember I told you there's a mixture of nutmeg, cinnamon, coriander, and ginger. I'm going to add that to it. And now, folks, the reason why I add the sugar and the flour together, because it will not lump up. The flour will not lump up if you do it this way. If you add the sugar, it will not lump up. And you don't want it to lump up. This is going to be, it's going to help it thicken. And you just whisk that together. I think I got it good. Oh, remember that tapping. Then what I'm going to do, I am going to add two and a half teaspoons of lemon juice to each one. Just a little lemon juice, yep. Then I'm going to add I can get it together this morning for a teaspoon of vanilla to each one. Pure vanilla extract made with vodka. Okay. Then what I'm going to add also is a teaspoonful of butter flavor to each one also. So far what I have done, I have added 2.5 teaspoons of lemon juice to each one. And it's just a 9-inch pie pan with no bottom. I had added a teaspoon of vanilla extract to each one and a teaspoon of butter flavor to each one. So now I'm going to get these things out the way so we can put our pie together. Also, people, this is the way you ain't got to flour, do no rolling and no flour. Very easy, very easy. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a cup of this mixture to each one. I think I can get a cup and a half to each one. Okay. Y'all making a mess, but you know, it's all right. I guarantee you, when I show you the results, you're going to be like, what? Let me just get some of this stuff out the way. And then I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of water to each one. A 1/2 cup. And normally I wouldn't do it this way, but by me switching the way in the pan I did, I had to do it this way. And then I'm going to try to trust me, y'all, it's going to be okay when I finish. Because what's going to happen is going to make it thick. And this way you don't have to add dumplings and all that. We're going to concentrate on that one for now. Then I'm going to add I want to add a 1/2 stick of margarine and a 1/2 stick of butter, which will equal to 1 cup of fat. Oops. Well, there go our butter and margarine. Side, I get it. Listen, this is why this is funny. You ain't got to be cussing and all that. Just be real and do what you got to do. And listen, stuff happens in the kitchen. You be surprised working in a restaurant what happens in the kitchen. It don't fall on the table. It falls on the floor, and it is reused. So I'm putting a 1/2 cup of butter also. I mean, you probably say that is a lot of, a 1/2 stick. That is a lot of butter and margarine. I guarantee you, like I always say, it ain't a dessert if it ain't made with the best of ingredients. And when I mean the best, I mean enough flavorful stuff. So you could use margarine, but I used the margarine to cut down something. But the butter and the margarine, it's gonna give it a great flavor. I guarantee you. And we let that just sit on right there. Okay, we almost there, folks. I don't know if any of my siblings remember, but my mother used to make, I don't know, it either was a blueberry cobbler or a blackberry cobbler. And she used to have this ceramic, it was like one of them, some of you all might remember one of them old stone, like them stone bowls, like baking bowls that you put in the oven. I mean, it was a plum color. And she used to make these cobblers. Oh my God, they would be so good that she used to make with this bowl. And so when I was asked to make it just brought back so many memories of being a child and growing up on Wentworth, off of Wentworth on 107, and where every Sunday we had Sunday, then my dad cooked all my childhood, my dad cooked every Sunday. And so what I'm doing, if you all can see, so I just open up the pot, and all I'm going to do is just put some little strips, It ain't got to be fancy. You can make it fancy, but I guarantee this is such an easy thing to do. And we're going to use those after the cover. And all it took was this one. Can you all see what I'm doing? And really the same steps I just took, you can do a peach cobbler the same way. An apple cobbler the same way. If you want to make it a pie, a cherry pie, same way. The only difference, you will put a bottom crust, and you could take the same unrolled pie crust, put it in the bottom pan and shape it, and put your bottom and then put your fruit filling in, and then put your top on the same way that I am doing this. Well, this is like it's going to be delicious. Now, if you go on YouTube and you go on, the way they make blueberry cobbler is they take their biscuit or cake mix and they make a cake batter or it's like a batter. They butter the bottom of the pan, then they put the blueberries in there, and then they pour the cake batter on top, and when it bakes, it rises, and it's like a doughy, cakey batter on top. And that's the way a lot of people, everywhere I searched on YouTube, that's the way it was did. But that's okay. That's the way they like it, but I think this is more our style. So I'm going to get this in the oven, and when it's finished, I will show you the finishing product. Until we come back, be blessed. Thank you all for watching. And I don't know, it was so long and dragged out. I want to talk, and I got so much on my mind. And I think this is like therapy for me just to sit here, cook and talk, because I love to talk. But I got so many stories, so many things to say to people. And I don't know if it's going to be a cooking blog, whatever they call it, where I'm just doing a bunch of talking. But I will put this in the oven for about 354. And I think I'm going to put it in the oven, on 354, maybe about 30 minutes. And then I will check it and I will get back with you. Until then, peace out.